From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Cincinnati Bengals.
Jake Moody to kick off.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Here we go. 11 MT. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11.
Throwing on the first play from scrimmage. Here's Burrow. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. You talk about this Washington defense. This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
They spent the week at practice, and we know our rating's not that great. And we know we're facing the number 1 passing team in the league. But there are some things that we can do to give ourselves a chance in this game.
11 MT. 11.
Burrow looking to pass. And he rifles one incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game, watching them try to take away that area of the field.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And going deep for Hill. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
Cowboy 80. Ready.
On the ground, here's the rookie from Notre Dame. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and
7. Here we go. 70, Timberwolf.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Calling the gain of 3 on the play. And it'll be 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Come on. 6 the Eagles.
To throw is Daniels. He's got his receiver, Wayne. And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10.
Hot 70. Cut my team. Cut Warriors 70. Dragon 60.
Here's Daniels. Short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. They run for the first time here with Rashad White. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Daniel's
going to throw for it. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. And the Bengals are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on 4th down, but you're in the red zone, had 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on 4th down. As you said, in the red zone. Definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
Here's 2nd and 10.
12. Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. As the man downfield is Chase. He's got it. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
11, Thomas. 11. Dahan. 12. Dahan.
Here's Burrow. Throw left side complete to Chase. And Chase going to pick up a Bengals 1st down as the tackle made at the 42.
And the Bengals
11 MT. 11 Thomas. Here we go.
Now Burrow. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he returns this to the 22.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Let's go.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Daniels. And this is going to be incomplete. You talk about this Bengals defense. Against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window. Because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test. Taking on the #1 overall offense in the league.
On 3rd down, a run from White. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an diving, and he's got a full extension. What a catch. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
11 MC, take 11 mighty. Up, gun. 11. Big.
Burrow throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. The Bengals at 6-3 on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
From the gun on third down is Burrow. Looking deep here for Chase. And he is caught at the 10-yard line. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase with career touchdown number 75. And the Bengals have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
14. Commanders nothing.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. There, they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18.
Here we go. Right, 80, 11.
Now it's Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it. Can't afford any more missteps, though.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on second and 10.
Come on. 18, 5 in.
Throwing now is Daniels. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Down the right sideline. And he'll score. Touchdown, Commanders. Jalen Lane, 75 yards. And the Commanders get a bit closer. Moody good with the extra point. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Commanders 7.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Sitting at first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
Well, he had a man open. He overshot it. It's incomplete.
There are not many times where you might say it's a detriment to have a quarterback with a cannon for an arm, but this might be one of those few times. He just laid that one out there a bit too far, and his receiver couldn't run under it.
11, 11, 11. 11 mighty. 11, 11, 11.
Now it's Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So on fourth down, out is Ryan Rico to punt. Yeah, he was looking for the check up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
To the air goes Daniels. Pass caught. It's Lane with it. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That'll put him over 100 yards receiving now here in this first half of action. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
First down, here's White. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Daniels looking to throw. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10. As they've got things rolling on this drive.
Washington Commanders first down.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That is incomplete.
So it looks like they stopped some fighting them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
2nd and 10.
Go! Go!
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. This offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Daniels. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Off the play fake, Daniels. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Second and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Here's another 2nd and goal, this time from half the distance closer.
Ready.
They go play action. Daniels. Now a run here off the RPO. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Was shot right. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Commanders have got it back to within a score. Moody good with the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one caught downfield by Higgins. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. It's a gain of 35 in Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll give this up the middle to Brown. Down to about the 22 here. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Get set. 11.
Burrow now off the bootleg. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
12. 11 mighty. 11. Here we go. 11. 11 top.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Bengals take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, put the same tempo, and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And a dump off to White. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Washington, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
70, 60.
To throw is Daniels. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Gun. 11 empty. 11 MT, 11 MT, 11 Thomas. 11.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Here we go.
Burrow looking to pass. He will find his man Chase complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
And they're going to get it. They bring it down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Marcus Davenport able to record his 5th sack of the season. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5, that's a whale of a game. Now he's got it. Touchdown Bengals. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Commanders 14. Evan McPherson to kick off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. Here's Daniels as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Now a second and 10. Play action, now it's Daniels. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Bengals are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the letter jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. This is caught inside the 15. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
So that one, his 4th touchdown catch of the game, one behind the all-time record of 5. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
42. Commanders 14. Evan McPherson to kick
Washington
off
down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Daniels from the gun on third down. That is caught. Down the sideline he goes. And he's hauled away down to the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Come on.
First and goal.
The slot man in motion right.
Ready, right?
Now Daniels. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. Rashad White, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Commanders come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for two. Daniels going to try and throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for two from the two. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
He sets the fire deep. He's got it at the 15. And he's